All right, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. Today we've got a special guest who's been a big part of the Beloit sports scene. He's the president of the Beloit Skycarp, which is the high A affiliate of the Miami Marlins right here in our own backyard. Since taking over in 2019, he's helped shape ABC Supply Stadium into one of the coolest spots in minor league baseball, bringing fresh ideas, crazy promotions, and a real community feel to the game. Please welcome to the show, Zach Brockman.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get into our rapid fire round. You ready?
Well, right off the get-go.
Yeah. We got to warm you up a little bit.
Okay, I guess.
Let's get the nerves
going.
All
right, shoot.
If you could trade places with one player for a day, who would it be?
Current or former?
Any.
My all-time favorite player is Carlton Fisk.
Oh,
what
that's
a
good
poll.
one.
I haven't heard
That's a
that name
great
in
poll.
so long.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was just like, he's the original Pudge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy is just tough as nails.
Yeah.
I grew up a White Sox fan, Southsider, so, it's Carlton Fisk probably more than anything else.
All right, let's do
the White Sox players.
Let's do a current one.
Okay. Current, I would probably say, that one's a little trickier because I don't watch as much as I have in the past. Maybe like a Mookie Betts.
Yes, that's a good answer.
I think he's he's got a lot of that blue collar in him. It seems like.
Okay.
And I just got mad respect for him. And plus, when I was in Myrtle Beach, which is another minor league team I worked for, Mookie Betts was coming up through the Red Sox organization at that time, and I saw him live when he was like 19 years old, and the guy was hitting 3-4 hits a night. You just knew like he was a big league player.
Yeah. What I love about him is he can play any position. He can do anything. There's nothing he can't do.
Yeah.
He won a Gold Glove in right, and then now he's playing crazy shortstop for the Dodgers. So.
It's crazy. All right, go-to walk-up song.
Oof. I would say I have to say Rick Ross.
Okay.
Every hustling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everyday hustle.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
a good one.
Yeah. There you go.
Me and Brody get pretty creative. We do. Are you familiar with like house music, like EDM?
Yes.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say I know DJs and whatnot.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Last year I had Starships by Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
How's it going?
That one was so good.
You got to find a way for them to play it at ABC whenever we play there.
Okay.
We don't get walk-ups there.
Yeah, well,
We
I mean,
need it.
talk to DeGeorge about that one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, bro, let's go.
He's gonna tell us that it's a distraction.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what he's going to say.
Yeah, well, if it pumps you up, I don't know. It could go both ways.
All right, favorite minor league park. You can't say.
I won't say ABC, although that's very high.
It is a great one.
I would probably say One Oak Field in Tulsa.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's a Tulsa Drillers.
That's AAA for the Dodgers.
Double A Dodgers.
Okay, yeah.
Triple A is Oklahoma City. But yeah, no, I worked there for 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable stadium.
They got that statue of Johnny Bench outside, right?
They don't. Do they now?
They do,
If they do, it was built after I was there.
Okay.
And they also put up that huge mural of Jackie Robinson in left field.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've seen a picture of that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, but Tulsa, if you've ever been, is an unbelievable city.
Really?
You'd think when I moved, or at least when I was interviewing for that job, I had another job offer like already on the table, and I went to Tulsa. They flew me out there, and I thought, this is like cowboys and tumbleweeds in Oklahoma.
yeah.
What's in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
For the most part, you're right. But Tulsa and Oklahoma City are actually really progressive cities. They're fun cities. Tulsa's downtown is unbelievable. Similar to what we have here with Diane Hendricks.
Yeah.
They have the same kind of setup. I forget the guy's name, but again, another investor in the community that's really, really into Tulsa. So they're always building something new.
Yeah.
Down the street from the park, there's bars, restaurants, like very vibrant. There's a park. They do an art walk that does 10,000 people a week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I'm from Kansas City, so I've been out of Tulsa a lot. It's like 3 hours away from me. I have some family there. Never been that impressed, but maybe I'm just going to the wrong parts.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's and how long has it been?
A couple years, maybe.
Okay.
Like 2 years.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess the Greenwood district is really what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that's where the park is, and that's where a lot of the nightlife is and everything.
Oh, okay.
Have to add that to the bucket list.
Yeah, we'll get on that.
For sure.
Best uniform in baseball.
I mean, the White Sox I've always just loved. I don't know.
Are there any City Connect uniforms that you like?
Oh yeah, South Side.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a
those
good
are
one.
so
That's,
hard.
that might be the best one. I mean,
might
name
be.
a better one. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Look at the Blue Jays. You seen those?
I think I have, but I can't remember what's the name on it.
It's just Toronto. It's black.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's got like their what's that thing
It has
called?
the skyline.
Yeah.
On there.
Oh, okay.
It's not the Space Needle. What's that thing called?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Looks like the Space
The one
Needle.
that Drake sits on.
Yeah. All right. Favorite Sky Carp moment from this past season?
Probably our Make-A-Wish night.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, we do a big thing with ABC Supply and Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
We invite out like 40 kids
Oh, that's
that are
cool.
impacted by the program.
Yeah.
And they get to throw out first pitches. They come out and they shag BP with our
that's
players. You know, it's just a kind of a cool all around
awesome.
feel good moment.
Yeah.
We also gave away a motorcycle this past year
Oh.
as part of a partnership with Harley Davidson.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
I'd probably say that stands out to me.
All right. Okay, give me your biggest pet peeve.
Oh, God, don't miss deadlines.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Don't miss deadlines, man. Like that more than anything else. Like if you get a deadline, don't miss it. If you know you're not going to make it, just renegotiate it. You either got to renegotiate or hit deadlines. Otherwise, you lose a lot of trust.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
For sure.
Something we talk about on the podcast, and just a big overarching theme that we get is trust is the biggest factor in any sort of workplace, any sort of job, any sort of relationship.
Right.
And once you break that, it's like,
Yeah, I would say a close second. Always include the location of meetings.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Always
Did
do
you do
that.
that
us.
again?
I'll always do that.
I know I
You what
messed
I'm saying?
up. I messed up.
That happened on our first podcast.
Happened on our first episode.
I figured it was going to be here. Like I kind of assumed it was, but I, was like,
I didn't know if I told you at the dinner or not.
it's all right. I'll
They
let
gotta-
you off the hook this
They
time.
got to close the open bar for that open
Yeah.
forum.
You got to put it in writing too.
Yeah, no. So for our listeners out there, President Brockman had me send him a Google Calendar invite, and I had never used Google Calendar before, and I was trying to figure this thing out. It's so confused.
It doesn't have to be Google. You can use whatever service you like.
No, yeah, no. But I figured it out now, and now I know how to use it, and all of our people are on there now. So
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
about that.
Kanya Hendricks got the benefit of the doubt. Now she got it. I got it right for her. So
Okay, good.
yeah. All right. Best memory from your playing days.
Jeez. I had a really good senior year.
Okay.
I hit 475.
Jesus.
That's
It's really
insane.
feeding you.
No, I honestly was just in the zone like the entire year.
Okay.
Like there's something about it. I don't know what it was, but our team, unfortunately, we lost in the playoffs. But I was just like fuego the entire year.
Yeah.
So that was probably my best memory from playing college years. I mean, growing up, I played on a lot of great like teams and a lot of state champion teams and things like that, going to regionals and whatnot when we were younger. And then I played for a great high school team, which had two guys that ended up getting drafted.
Oh wow.
And then lucky enough to have a college scholarship. So I would probably say my senior year just as a whole. There isn't like one game that sticks out to me, but I was a 2-hit-a-night guy.
Wow.
For the most part.
Jeez.
Senior year in high school.
No, college.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How many games did you guys play?
It's a regular college schedule. I want to say it was 40-ish.
Because like for us, like we go into the season and I'm like, we're gonna play 40, 50 games. Like I'm not gonna be hot for the whole year. And I kind of just accept that. And then some guys get hot for the whole year, and I'm like, how are you doing this? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was a good year.
Some people just got it.
Some people just have that flow state, and
Yeah.
you just can't teach it. How many bombs?
I wasn't a huge power guy.
Okay.
But I think I had 8 or 10, something like that.
Jeez, yeah, no, you're a power guy. Yeah.
In 40
Yeah.
games, that's
If you
pretty
can
damn
hit
good.
10 in 40 games, it's crazy. I
Yeah.
mean,
That's
I mean, I had
awesome.
guys on my team that had more. I had guys. I think I was telling you guys this before a little bit, but we tended to get the guys that like flunked out of like D1
Yeah.
programs. So,
Yeah.
like our starting five, we had a guy that could ambidextrous, whatever you call
Yeah.
that, and we also had another guy that was like mid-90s. So we ended up picking up these guys because my college coach was a good recruiter.
yeah.
So he would always look at the grades for the top tier programs and pull guys that were from Chicago or from the area. But no, it was good.
All right.
That's cool. What's something you learned in your 20s that you wish you knew sooner working in sports?
I would say patience more than anything else. There was some frustrating times in the early part of my career where I was very productive, and I've had a great career, but I had expectations of things coming sooner than maybe they were, and I needed to focus on my own journey as opposed to seeing other things, because minor league baseball just as a whole can sometimes be a sport or an industry where if I'd see friends that were in the same position as me become GMs earlier than I was, and it was honestly just because we were on different paths. We were working for different organizations, and I honestly, looking back, don't regret any of it. But I could have shown some patience more and learned that it's not always my way or the highway. You have to kind of morph your style to kind of fit a mix of different personalities.
Yeah.
Interesting. And when you say like GMs, like general managers, was that always the goal?
Pretty early on, yeah. So I was I've been a goal-oriented guy my whole career or life, really. But a lot of that stems from growing up in the Jordan era. Michael Jordan had a big influence on my life, just from a sports viewing perspective on how he approached professional sports. But yeah, I would say overall it's pretty early on, and like within the first year or so of me working full time in sports, I pretty much knew that I wanted to run my own team.
I'm happy that you clarified Michael Jordan. I thought you were talking about me for a second. Yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of similarities between you and Michael Jordan. You guys are right there.
We don't really look alike, I don't think. Some people told me that, but I don't know.
Right.
Shut up.
Okay, so when we talk about working in sports, what made you want to work in sports? Because a lot of times when I'm in, because I want to work in sports, and a lot of people give this answer of, oh, I've played sports my whole life. Well, the people who end up working in sports, that's not the answer.
Right. Yeah, so I would say I was more naive than you guys probably are, and I don't know if it's a different time. When I graduated, sports didn't even enter my mind.
Okay.
And when I was done, I was done. Like, I was a catcher, so I was consistently doing double headers, and I played summer ball, and I did all this stuff. So I was like tired.
Yeah.
By the time I'd done graduated. I mean, I have no doubt that I probably could have played some indie ball or done something but I was just done. So I was actually out on other interviews, because at the time I was working for a construction company that I'd worked for the past 6 years. So in high school and through college, I worked for the same guy. And I was finishing up some work with him while I was doing other interviews. And I think it was like a interview with like New York Life Insurance or something along those lines, or State Farm Insurance, something really boring. And I was like, done for the day. It was a pretty early finish. So it was like 1, 2 o'clock. And my father called me. He's like, hey, I just heard about this job fair, that's going on at the United Center. So it's $20. You get a free Bulls ticket. You can go there, and it's a job fair. You go check it out. So how can you go wrong, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You got a free ticket to the Bulls. It wasn't the Jordan time. He'd already left. He's probably playing for the Wizards or something, something weird like that. But anyway, so I went because I had nothing else to do for that day. And that's when I learned about working in sports. There was a lot of independent league teams represented there. I talked to a few of them. They had long lines. I mean, back then, getting in sports was way, way harder. It was way more competitive. But it was there's long lines to talk to these teams. And I finally talked to a few of them, and I quickly realized all they were really offering were unpaid internships.
Yeah.
So that really wasn't in the cards for me. I'd already graduated. So I was living on my own. I didn't want to do that. But there was an organization there called Game Face Executive Academy. And what they offered was something different. It was additional sports sales and marketing training. And then they have a job placement wing that's part of their business where they use their contacts in sports to get you a full-time job. So basically they bypass the internship, role, and that's the route that I went. And just for a second, listen to the business model that Game Face had. It's amazing what they did. It's run their CEO / owner. The guy's name is Rob Cornelius, and he worked for the Clippers for a number of years, and a few other teams, I believe. And he was just really charismatic, dynamic kind of like sales trainer. And he had a couple different ways that his business operated and made money. So the first one was outbound sales training. Okay. So teams all over the country would hire him, and he'd come in for a 2 to 3 day seminar and train their sales staff. So he'd make contacts, that way, and he would charge for that, as he should. That's his business. That's his skill. Yeah. So he did that for a number of years, and then started GameFace, which was it's based in Tualatin, Oregon. Ever heard of it?
No.
Yeah. No. Very, very awesome. No, it's right outside of Portland.
Okay.
It's like a stone's throw. It's like 15 minutes.
Okay.
So then he started an on-site school where he would recruit kids from all over the country that wanted to work in sports. He would bring them there for 2 full weeks. He would train them for the first week. And then the second week was actual on-the-job training.
Yeah.
So it was remote. He had a whole separate wing in his compound that was like all phones and calling people. But he used his contacts in the sports industry that he had done sales training for to host the second week of his training. And we would actually call leads from a particular business. So in my case, my class was the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
This is well before Travis Kelce, well before Mahomes, all that stuff. The Chiefs were pretty abysmal.
Yeah.
And our group of 20 kids sold I want to say it was 80-something full season tickets, and these were in the upper tank for people that just went on the website and clicked it. Anyways, to get into that second week, he charges a fee to that team. Okay. So they pay for the right to be able to do that. So he's making money that way. By the way, I failed to mention that it costs about $3,500.
Wow.
To go to this.
Oh, okay.
This school. So he's making money off the students too.
Yeah.
But he fulfilled every single promise. I mean, they didn't drop the ball at all. And then their job placement portion of the last part of the camp was, again, they used their contacts. They're looking for full-time sales reps, and that's a fee for every person that's hired.
Wow.
So it's got a brilliant business model.
Yeah.
Just absolutely
crazy.
brilliant.
Yeah.
And again, people were happy to do it because I was happy to pay it because I needed that. I wanted to get into sports.
Yeah.
Once I got that bug from that job fair, I was like, this is what I want to do.
Right.
So I was happy to do that because, they had a great track record of placement, and then, the teams that are hiring us to get a ready out of the box sales rep that they don't even have to train. So I hit the ground running. Yeah. I ended up getting a job in Modesto, California with the Modesto Nuts. I was there for 5 years, crushed it. We set a bunch of attendance records. Then kind of reached the ceiling where I was going. Transitioned to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. That is a fun place to live in your mid-20s.
Really?
I tell you that. It's
Myrtle
a
Beach.
great place.
All right, we'll check that out.
Right on the ocean. So I was there for 5 years. And then, again, kind of hit the ceiling of where I was going. I was AGM by the time I left there. And then went to Tulsa.
Yeah.
I was there for 2 seasons. And then I was finally that was finally when I took my foot off the brake. And I was like, I'm just cool. This is a cool city. I'm fine. I'll do this for the next 5-8 years. We'll see what happens. Usually that's when opportunity comes calling.
Yeah.
I just met what is now my wife. So I was super comfy. But then my former boss in Modesto called me, and he was getting out of the business. He was starting his own consulting firm. And he brought me back to run the team, which I ran that team for the next 5 years through COVID and everything else before coming here.
Wow. That's really cool.
So in Modesto, did you just work in the ticket office, basically, just doing cold calls?
I started as an account executive.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much selling mini plans, season tickets, that kind of thing. Cool. Year 2, I was director of ticket sales, and that was what my title was for the other 3 years. When I went to Myrtle, it was director of ticketing, senior director of ticketing, AGM. And then Tulsa was a vice president of sales and analytics for those 2 years, and then GM, now president here.
Wow.
That's really cool.
What a road.
Yeah, quite the road.
That's crazy.
I've been to 46 of the 50 states.
Wow, that's cool.
From driving all over the damn country.
Yeah, no kidding. What's one misconception about working in sports?
I would say that it's easy.
Oh, yeah.
Or that it's just you got this sexy business card. I'm just this cool sports executive. It is cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It is cool, but it is just as hard as any other business.
Oh, I bet. Sure.
In some ways, in some markets, it's harder. So I would say definitely there's somewhat of a misconception about what working in sports actually is. That's why, you see some people get jobs in sports and then fizzle out after a year or 2 years because they didn't know about the hours, they didn't know about the commitment to it and all that. You really got to be passionate to follow it.
Yeah, for sure. So let's switch gears a little bit here. What are some of your hobbies outside of work?
I'm a poker player.
Wow.
Nice.
I almost made the World Series of Poker once,
Oh my
That's
gosh.
cool.
which was cool. That was a while ago though.
We got to invite you to some of our nights.
But I did rekindle it a little bit. Last year. I went to Las Vegas for. I used to go to Vegas like twice a year, back in the day. But that's a whole nother story.
We can get into that.
But I went to Vegas last year because it was my brother's bachelor party.
Okay.
I got there like a little early, and they had already been in for a couple of days. And when I met up with them, they weren't in the best shape. This is like early in the day, so they went and took a nap. So I had nothing to do, so I went over to the Luxor just because they got cheap poker tournaments. It's like $40 or whatever, and you jump in. And ended up winning it.
Wow.
So it was nice. It paid for like half my trip. But I'm a pretty decent poker player. But poker is not like riding a bike.
Yeah.
You need to play, you need to do this. So, it's I used to be all into the online multi-screen
Oh, God.
situations.
Yeah.
Because the poker boom, which was the early 2000s,
Yeah.
was when I was your age.
Chris Moneymaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moneymaker and Phil Hellmuth, all those guys.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they just call it addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say
I
that.
tried doing that multi-screen stuff. I could not handle it. It
Yeah.
was too much for me.
Well, I'm kind of a numbers guy, so like
Okay.
that's all poker really is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you play multiple games, you're just playing odds,
Yeah.
and over the course of time you win. But
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just doing the math.
yeah,
Outside of baseball, I mean, aside from doing this podcast, I play a lot of pickleball. You ever gotten into that?
I have not.
You
I
should.
know what it is, and I know it's all the rage right now. I have not played it. I played it once.
Really?
I haven't played it either.
You should, dude. It's fun.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've done CrossFit for about 15 years now.
Really? Yeah. How
so
much
I-
do you bench? I feel like you bench a ton.
I mean, CrossFit's not really doesn't quantify it like that.
Oh, yeah.
Last time I benched, it was around 275 ish.
Jesus.
That's pretty good.
God.
But
You
I
got any
don't know.
eligibility?
I have not pushed a max bench in some time. It's
Yeah.
more CrossFit's more about squatting than it is anything. Squatting,
Yeah.
clean and jerks,
Yeah.
that kind of thing, Olympic
Right.
lifts.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Talk to us about some of your favorite sky cart players of all time.
Let's see. My favorite sky carp players. That's a harder question than you might think.
I'm not doubting that.
That's a harder question than you might think. That might be the hardest question you've asked me so far.
Okay.
Because honestly, my focus is so intently on the business operation
Well, yeah.
that like I don't even really pay attention to the guys if I'm being honest.
No, yeah. That's
The first one that comes to mind is Thomas White, just because he's a big leaguer. I
Stud.
mean, that guy's just absolute stud. Noble Meyer, I love his family.
yeah.
Gage Miller.
Okay.
Gage Miller's in Double A now, but he was with us for about a year over the course of 2 seasons.
Is he pitcher, right?
No, he's an
Oh.
infielder. I love his family. That's kind of how like my connections with players kind of happen. It's just sometimes I meet their family, then they come out and they're from
Yeah.
Arkansas,
Yeah.
California, whatever. That kind of a situation kind of is more interesting to me.
Yeah.
But these guys, they kind of come and go really quickly with
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, yeah.
Especially like the first rounders and stuff.
Yeah, I back in high school I used to face Carson Milbrandt. He was a pitcher. I think he's in Double A, or I think he got moved up to end
I
of
think
the
he won
year.
Marlins like minor leaguer of the year or
Yeah,
something.
he's a crazy story. When we got into high school, he wasn't very much better, bigger than anybody, and kind of COVID came around. He kind of started seeing a spike in velo, and it was like he committed to Mizzou or something, and you're like, oh wow, okay, kid's legit. And then out of nowhere, like was throwing like upper 90s, and like
Yeah.
okay, he's getting drafted. And it was like, yeah, I mean.
That's funny that he came all the way back around and played in Beloit.
Yeah,
Beloit
it's
College.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is nuts.
I mean, we weren't like close friends. I just faced him a lot. I mean, these days he can big dog the crap out of me. But
Yeah,
good
he's
player.
good.
Cool
And
story.
even the last 2 years, I mean, he went from like a 92, 93 guy to like a 95, 96
yeah,
guy. So I don't know, what kind of program he was on. But
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. Something good.
Yeah.
yeah.
exactly.
Some of the guys that we like watching: Cam Canarella, a great player out of Clemson.
Yep.
I've Arquette. I mean, it's hard to not like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob Berry.
Oh, yeah, Barry, yeah.
Yeah, well, Barry, that's funny. He probably makes my list as well, just because
Okay.
he's a great human.
Yeah.
Really, really nice guy. Did not have an ego at
Yeah.
all. But I loved how he, hit the home run to win the AAA national title.
Yeah, that was
cool.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
that's really cool.
He played around where I lived in Arizona, and he graduated high school my freshman year, and he hit a walk-off tank against us. It was at least like 500 feet. It was the furthest baseball I've ever seen hit. It was the craziest thing.
It's crazy just like the difference between some of these guys who are going pro and then just like good players at like a high school or like at a college level.
Right.
It's like we think we're good, but I mean some of these pro guys, it's just different.
There's levels
Yeah.
to it.
I mean it's just different. Like I don't know. I mean we think we're good, and then we go and play summer ball. Some D1 guy would be there. You're like, yeah, no, we suck.
Yeah. No, it is amazing. You're right.
So talk to us a little bit about rebranding the Sky Carp and kind of your role in all that.
Yeah. So whenever you buy a franchise, and I don't know how long have you guys lived in Beloit?
Like a couple years.
This is my 4th year here.
Okay.
My second
So
year.
yeah, both of you, it's kind of still not really seen what this franchise used to be.
Right.
Yeah.
You may have been over to Pullman.
Yeah.
Yep.
And seen that a little bit. I haven't spent a whole lot of time at Pullman, but before my first day, I did go over there and kind of walk it a little bit just to kind of get a sense of where it's come and where it is now. But overall, when you have a new ballpark that opens up and you do all this, there's just a tremendous opportunity to grow the business.
Okay.
And really sticking with the Beloit Snappers name just really wasn't in the cards.
Yeah.
There's so many teams out there that are able to grow their revenues and provide so much more. And to folks out there that may think of this as more like it's a money grab. They're just trying to profit off of this. Well, to a certain degree, yes, but we can't offer the things we offer now without making more money.
Yeah.
I think people need to understand that too. We can't host concerts.
Yeah.
We can't host awesome Christmas light shows.
Yeah.
We can't do this stuff, if we're not growing our revenues. So really that's part of it. And the brand just needed a refresh just as a whole. So we worked with a company out of San Diego, which a lot of minor league teams work with. They're called Brandios.
Okay.
And there are a couple of guys that have been in this business for, honestly, their entire careers. Those guys are probably around my age, maybe a little bit older. But it's funny. They one of the founders, his name is Jason Klein. He was the University of Alabama mascot.
Oh.
So they kind of give you a little background of how these guys think. But they're super creative, and they take their job really, really seriously when it comes to this stuff. So they go into markets and they'll do a lot of research about the surrounding area, what things are important to people in the community, and they come up with kind of a short list of different potential monikers and marks that you could use for these things. And they came up with a few really good ones, Sky Carp obviously being one of them. The Supper Clubbers was one.
Yeah.
The Moo, which is a
Okay.
cow,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't take yourself too seriously, okay?
No, yeah, no,
You're looking at me like, what?
Yeah, no, I'm not taking this seriously at all. I'm just listening. Yeah.
Yeah, the Moo. Let's see, the Polka Pike
Okay. Yeah.
was another one. But anyway, so they came up with 4 or 5 of them, and then we put it out to the community
Yeah.
for a vote.
Okay.
And I'm not kidding around. Sky Carp was the winner, not by much though. It was a slight edge over Supper Clubbers.
Yeah.
I got a T-shirt of Supper Clovers.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
too.
Pretty cool.
So I mean, immediately we knew that Supper Clubbers was a brand that people were drawn to.
Right.
So we started developing that
Yeah.
more and more, and after a couple years of tweaks and changes and things like that, we rolled out Supperman, as you guys know him now.
Yeah.
And that brand has been wildly successful.
Yeah.
We're actually coming out with another iteration of it in 2 weeks, which you guys will see, which is
Sweet.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
The logos, the whole bit. We're still keeping Supperman, and we're going to
Yeah.
do some alternate hats and things like that
cool.
of different color schemes and stuff
Yeah.
like that, which will be awesome. But there is a whole nother logo set, new uniform, all that stuff for the Supper Clubbers, which is coming back again this
Yeah.
year.
That's sick.
And we're also going to develop a few of those other monikers too to have in our back pocket.
So,
Wow.
a large sense of like what I gather from the Sky Carp is that it's big league fun in a small town. What does that mean to you?
I think it takes entertainment to a different level. I mean, I think personally, minor league is way more fun than major league.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I guess it depends on what you're after, right? If you're
Yeah.
after like the best baseball on the planet, of course, yeah, you got to go to American Family Mortgage Field or whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
I still remember it as Miller Park.
Yeah, I can't call it anything else.
Yeah.
Or Wrigley, or Comiskey, as they say.
Yeah.
But that's if you want baseball. But the common fan really doesn't necessarily need that.
Yeah.
We our target, our marketing, everything, none of it's centered around players, because for one, I don't even know who we're going to get. I don't even know until maybe 3-4 days prior to them arriving. Because they break camp, and that's when they have the final rosters. We'll see some tentative stuff of who we're going to get, and usually it's about 50 to 60% of it is the guys we had last year, and then there's 40% or so that are new guys.
Yeah.
And we'll know that stuff kind of a little bit, but for the most part, we don't officially know until 3-4 days out. So we can't base any of our marketing around that. Plus, no offense to those guys, but no one knows them.
Right.
They're not, the Mookie Betts level of name recognition to where that would sell tickets for us.
Yeah.
So we have to base everything around our family entertainment, our promotional schedule, the different fun stuff that we have going around. And that's really what I love about it.
Would you say that you're more in the entertainment industry or the baseball industry?
Entertainment, 1,000%.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, to me, it's like you're selling a fan experience.
Yeah.
Not necessarily selling baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm a huge baseball fan, and so when, like, the Rattlers were in town, like, me and Brody went to the game. We want to see Jesus Mate. We want to see Canarella.
Sure.
That's because, like, we're big baseball guys, and you can't rely on that.
Sure.
You guys are relying on selling this to the city of Beloit. And I know we talked a little bit about it off air, but what does the renovation of the city of Beloit mean to you? And what's your responsibility?
Yeah, I love that there's something new every year. I mean, Doorbaker's opened up this last year. Yeah. Hendricks Commercial Properties, they're going to be developing that the corner between Ironworks and Hotel Goodwin.
Okay.
That's going to be another boutique hotel.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully there'll definitely be a bar down below, but maybe there's another rooftop. Who knows? Plus they got the downtown, the old Beloit Works building, which got torn down.
Yeah.
That's going to be, retail and that stuff. So you get this sense of and a vibe that each town kind of has, and outside of Tulsa, this is probably the number one place that I've been to that is on the same page. The public and private sectors are on the same page. Everybody wants progress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody wants the next new thing. So, I think to have that, already as the kind of mantra of this town is great because things are going to continually improve. Our ownership, Quint Studer and Jonathan Griffith, are committed to this community too. So we'll reinvest in the park whenever we need to because we are not city owned.
Yeah.
It's another misconception about our park. We are not public. There was no public tax dollars.
Oh.
In the building of ABC Supply Stadium is all privately financed.
Wow.
So that's there's advantages and disadvantages to that in each city, but for us it allows us to move quickly, but it does put that responsibility on our ownership.
Yeah, for sure. So kind of switching gears a little bit, let's talk about kind of like your path to success here, or maybe not success, but your path to your job. You have a pretty prestigious job, very prestigious job, at least in my opinion. And what would you say to someone who's in college? Maybe they don't go to like an elite college because schools are so competitive these days. What would you say to someone who wants to be in your position?
I would say that again, going back to what I've said initially, you got to have patience in this industry.
Yeah.
You got to wait. It's all about timing.
Yeah.
Right. Of when you find your opportunity, but if you have a goal in mind, and that's something that if you want to be a GM or president, and you're going to have to come to the realization that you're going to have to start at the bottom and just grind.
Yeah.
I used to take I guess I had a slight advantage with my first job because I didn't know a single person in the city. I'd never even been to the city before I moved to the city, which was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I moved to California with no friends, no, nothing in my back pocket, no like fail safe model. And honestly, it helped me grow faster than anything else because I thought going into my first job, and this is obviously not the case, but I had this idea in my head that if I don't produce here, I'm going to get fired.
Yeah.
So it was like a back, against the wall, like competitive nature. I'm highly, highly competitive. So I took that as a challenge. So I would outwork the guy next to me, in any means possible. So if that meant me staying till 8 o'clock at night to make phone calls and make 150, 175 phone calls a day, that was me.
Yeah.
So I took my background in sports, into the workplace, and it worked really well, for me. So if you can prove, if you can make yourself really, really hard to replace, you can always you'll always have a job in sports because revenue producers are the last ones to leave, a sports organization. But even after you get or reach a ceiling within where your organization you're at, there's always other opportunities. There's other sports. I almost worked in hockey once.
Really?
When I was interviewing, it was when I transitioned from Modesto the first time to Myrtle Beach. I had another opportunity to work in hockey, and I was actually looking forward to it. I'd flown out there. It was actually the franchise which is now the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, I believe. They're like AAA level hockey, but at the time they were in Glens Falls, New York, which is a tiny little town. But they were only going to be there for a year while they were building the arena, and then they were going to move. Didn't end up getting that job, which is fine. I loved Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would say you got to just put your head down and work and establish yourself before anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Coach Ed DeGeorge always says, find out what the boss wants and do it as best as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed DeGeorge.
How
man.
How well do you know him?
He's good. He's a great guy. I've gotten to know him over the last 3 years pretty well. He's a little rough around the edges sometimes,
Okay.
but I like that.
Expand.
I like that.
You can expand.
I think I think that's what you need to be a good coach and lead young men.
Yeah.
You got to have a little bit of a tough side to you, which I think that's great.
Yeah.
And my impression is that he's a great guy to play ball for.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably going to have your back like crazy.
Yeah, he does.
He just seems like that type of stand-up guy. So I've enjoyed getting to know him, and we have a great relationship.
I got a funny story about Coach Dave at ABC Supply. I was coming up for my third at bat of the game, and we're playing them early in the season. And I think we were playing Carroll. I'm not totally sure we were playing, but I started the at bat in an 0-1 count. Like the umpire thought it was 0-1.
Oh yeah,
you remember that?
I remember that.
And I tell D, I step out of the box and say, Deej, like, I haven't seen a pitch yet. And he comes by, he's telling the umpire, how are you the home plate umpire? And you don't even know what the count is. I was like, sir, go back to your box. And it's hilarious. He does. He has our backs. He loves us, and he's a great guy to play for. He's very like type A, system oriented, organized.
I love that.
And he's done a great job for us.
It's been working.
You guys have had success.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you guys have won your division last couple of years, haven't
Yeah,
you?
3 years in a row.
you?
Yeah.
Is it going to be 4?
Well, we hope so. Don't jinx us.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, we hope so. We got a good group this year. We're excited about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of returning players?
Yeah.
We lost like 18 seniors last year.
I remember that.
Yeah, so it'll be different, but we're just gonna have to grind and.
We lost a lot of pitching, I'll say that.
Yeah,
But like
that's a big thing.
lineup-wise, we're pretty much the same, plus a couple guys.
Yeah.
I think our system plays, and I think we're still going to win. It's just going to come down to how many times we can win those close games.
Right.
Like those 2-3.
Is O'Leary's record going to get broken?
No,
I don't think so.
probably not.
I mean,
Well,
Jack could break it.
Maybe.
yeah, Matt O'Leary did a internship with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
And I remember when he was with us, he broke the all-time hits record
In
for
Kentucky.
Beloit College. But like I asked him, I was like, it's going to be forever. Like how far ahead? And he's like, nah. Like he had passed the old record, but it wasn't by like 400 hits. Like
Yeah.
it was, so. And I asked him, I was like, is there anyone that could potentially come behind you. And he said somebody. He was like your center fielder at the
Yeah.
time. or
Jack
something.
Alport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he has a chance. Or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. And the crazy
yeah.
part is he'll probably do it in 4 years. They did it in 5.
Yeah, that is true.
How many hits is he behind?
That's a
You know?
great question. I'll have to look.
And he's a senior now,
Yeah.
so it's now.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
do it now.
Yeah.
I'd be
I
curious to
actually
know how
gotta
many
look
hits
it
he is
up.
behind.
Yeah.
I will definitely give O'Leary a few text messages about that. Like, oh, hey, you got 4 hits today.
Yeah. See, I'm
He's coming up on your record.
I'm a transfer, so I have this year and next year, but I'd have to have like 80 hits. Like that's just that's not sustainable. I mean, think about like we play 40 games, you get 2 hits a day. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
I
That's a
mean,
lot of hits.
I don't know.
So Matt had 224 career hits.
That's insane.
And Jack Alport is currently at, let's see.
I'm fighting.
Drum roll.
Yeah, I'm fighting to get
223.
I'm just fighting to get to 100 right now. It's not easy.
Wi-Fi's bugging.
The game's hard, and then no one wants to talk about that. Like they see these records, where like getting a hit is hard. Maybe not for you, your senior year. But,
Well, baseball's hard, man.
is.
Baseball's always hard.
yeah.
Maybe it's on Baseball Reference.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll tell you. I'll give you a tip of what I did in my senior year. Actually, I
Okay.
still remember this. The more comfortable you get in the box, the more movement, at least I saw in my own swing. You know, like a little hitch or a little something or all that. That stuff's good if you're like feeling it.
okay.
You know, but I used to always, if I had an 0 for 4 day, I'd go back to the fundamentals, and I like to try to remind myself of that every single game. Like, okay, you didn't have any hits today. Why? You know, like what happened? Were you, way behind? Was it just a good pitcher? Those kinds of things. So I used to go back to a more quiet stance, like fundamentals, and then I'd fight through a little mini slump. I'd get a hit. Maybe I was 1 for 3 for a few days, but then I'd go 3 for 4, 3 for 4, 3 for 4 when you get out of it. So I mean, it was just going back to fundamentals and constantly reminding myself of that. So try that.
Yeah. I don't know if we've already asked you this, but what's your favorite movie?
I would say I got a lot of favorites, but I always keep going back to Inception.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I had to watch
Christopher
that a few
Nolan, kind of anything he does is like unbelievable,
Yeah.
mind bending.
What kind of TV shows are you into?
A lot of some of the new stuff I've really enjoyed, like Apple TV's got a lot of good
Yeah.
shows.
Severance.
Invasion, Severance, Foundation.
Okay.
I've seen that show. But I would say like all-time favorite shows, I'd probably say like Breaking Bad.
Yes. Great answer.
Is
Great
probably
answer.
the all-time favorite or close.
Yeah.
But there's quite a few. House of Cards.
Okay.
I really enjoyed.
I haven't seen that yet. But
Isn't that the one about like the government?
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, but he's like a corrupt senator.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it just shows him from being a senator all the way through. I won't,
Yeah.
give it away.
We or my favorite show of all time is Better Call Saul. I think that is just
spin-off of Breaking Bad.
like it's a spin-off, but it's so good. Oh my god. I mean, it's like I don't know.
AMC does a great job with shows.
I'm not great at like the killing stuff. Like, that's not really. I'm not big into that.
Now you're back.
Can't stomach it.
Why? It's like I'm like, dang, like this could happen to me. Like I don't want that to happen. I don't.
Sure.
I don't want to get
You
involved.
know
with
now, not what what not to do.
Like, do I see myself ever getting involved with the Mexican drug cartel? Like, maybe. But, like, I mean,
Oh, yeah, maybe, huh?
it would have to be, like, some intel work or something.
Oh, got it.
I just don't think I could be on the front
You never know, man.
lines.
Once you graduate, you think you might be, I'm going to work in sports, and then all of a sudden you fall backwards into the FBI or something.
Yes, exactly.
like-
That is
like the
exactly
CIA
what
or
I'm talking
something.
about. Because, like, I wanted to, so, like, my current dream job, I'd say, like, I want to be an agent, like a sports agent.
You got to get into law then.
I know, and I just, like, I really don't want to do that. I hate
I was actually
studying.
pre-law.
Really?
Yeah, I was pre-law for my first 2 years, and then I got out of it and went into business. But
I hate studying. I really hate math. That's what I hate. I got an econ test tomorrow. It's gonna suck. Like, it's just not fun.
And macro's the hardest econ.
who do you got econ with?
Bob Elder,
Okay,
good guy.
I'd say it was Zip, because I know didn't Zip teach econ too.
Yeah.
Yeah. How well do you know her?
Not super well, but
Okay,
I'm on the
good.
Business Advisory Council
Oh, actually.
board. So I've known her for a couple of years now. She's a ball of energy.
Sometimes people try to avoid taking her classes.
Yeah.
They're hard, dude. I mean, she's
very smart.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, she's crazy smart.
Yeah. I like school, but not that much. Sometimes I'm in class and I'm like, man, like we got a sick podcast guest today. Like I don't need to learn how to do introspective theory and just whatever the heck we're doing. I mean, yeah. How into school were you?
I was not into school really at all in high school. I was a C student in high school, but I got into school in college more than anything.
Okay.
Just because I enjoyed being able to like choose my own education.
Yeah.
When high school and like especially prereqs in college, like it was just like, okay, so you're going to tell me I'm going to somehow use advanced calculus in the real world?
No.
Like, unless you're a rocket scientist, which I had no interest in being.
None.
So I thought that was a giant waste of time. But my last 2 years in college were phenomenal. I was a really, really good student. And it was because I got to choose my own classes and do those things. So I loved that.
Yeah. What was like your dream job before sports came in the picture?
I was planning to be a lawyer.
Oh my gosh. Like, what kind of
and
lawyer?
it was only because, of like how lawyers are portrayed and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, you can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Wait, is that from A Few Good Men?
Yeah, it's from A Few Good Men. But I still to this day even am intrigued by law and how that functions in our country. It's just as flawed as many other systems, but being able to make a difference in that realm was kind of cool.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people watch Suits and they're like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. But to me, people say I want to be a lawyer, I want to make a lot of money. But the truth is, in my opinion, at least, is that the people who make a lot of money are the people that are the best at what they do. And just because you're a lawyer doesn't mean you're going to make $1 zillion.
Right.
I mean, there are lawyers that make like nothing and probably suck at their job.
Yeah. Well, you have to show passion for whatever you do.
Well, yeah, for sure.
If you're passionate about whatever you do, you can go far in anything.
Like people like these, I can't stand the people, and shout out to my sister who's probably listening, but the people who want to be doctors just because they make a lot of money, it's like being a doctor has to suck. Sorry to my dad who's also listening, but like, yeah, my whole family's in medicine. I hate it.
Yeah,
It's a lot of school.
yeah, it's a ton of school,
Science, I might hate science more than I hate math.
Yeah. Well, if you think, even after you graduate, get your undergrad, you got to go, to additional school. I don't know even how many years, 4 or 6 more years, something like that. And then, even then, like you got to like do more when you're on the job. You're like, you're not even a real doctor yet.
Yeah,
Like, you have to be like a couple of years of, I forget what they call
Residency,
before you're like even like doing that. So, I mean, you're from a financial standpoint, you're making a lot of money like after those first couple of years, but you're probably taking the first 10 years and just paying back all the debt that you've accumulated, which is probably $500,000. I don't know.
God.
At least.
Maybe more.
Probably more.
Yeah. So it's like, you make a lot of money, and if you're passionate about it, do it.
But you're not making actual money until you're like 30 something, and that's if you do you do 4 years of residency, which makes you like 30. Gee, no, that sounds awful. Like, no thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, what kind of law did you want to be in?
Honestly, I don't recall.
Okay.
To be honest, it definitely would have been something criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a criminal prosecutor or something along those lines.
Interesting.
Because like I do have I wouldn't say a big passion for it, but some passion for true crime.
Yeah.
Just like probably everyone else in the country.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a common thing.
It's more girls that have passion.
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
my wife is huge into it.
But like, why do girls like that? Like, are they trying to commit crimes? Like,
Yeah, it's kind of freaky. Sometimes I'll go into the bedroom. My wife's watching like Signs of a Psychopath.
Yeah,
or
oh my
something.
God.
I'm like,
Yeah.
or like some like deep dive on like John Wayne Gacy or something.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. I was on a road trip recently with my girlfriend, and she played a podcast, and it was true crime, and it was about like a bunch of murders, and I'm like, I hate this. And she's loving it. And I'm like, is there something I should know?
right.
I don't know.
Sometimes it gets to be too much. If it's too much negativity and all that.
I tell people, like, if you want to meet some girls, you should take like an intro to criminal behavior class. I did one time. It's like 30 girls. I was the only guy. Yeah. This is free game. Like, come on.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
path is simple. All right. Well, it seems like this is about all the time we have. So, Zach, I mean, thanks for taking the time to join us today. It's been awesome.
Absolutely, man. This has been fun.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
No,
fun.
I hope you had
Enjoyed
fun. We'll try to make it out to a bunch of Sky Carp games this year.
Yeah,
Maybe
go
you can get us-
Sky Carp, go Supper Clubbers.
Maybe you can
Or
get us
Erie
some
Wearies
tickets.
now. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
What'd you say?
What is it?
Erie Wearies. Did you guys see our rollout of Erie Wearies?
No.
Oh,
Check out our IG page.
okay. I follow.
Yeah. No, check it out. We've put it all over. And it was about a week or so ago that we did it.
Okay.
But Weary Road in Evansville. Have you ever been to Weary Road?
No.
Okay. It's one of the most haunted streets in at least in Wisconsin.
Oh.
If not the Midwest.
Okay.
But there's a bunch of folklore about it. People hanging from the trees and
That's cool.
mystery ghost cars and all types of stuff. It's only about 40 minutes from here.
Oh, we should
So-
go.
Don't go right now.
Yeah, go, go in the middle of the night. Go in the middle of the night.
Okay.
But we put some videos out, and we got this really cool car logo for it, and we're going to play as the Erie Wearies on every Wednesday.
We'll take some freshmen from our team and send them.
Right.
over
That'll
there.
yeah, just drop them off.
Yeah. Just leave them.
Tell them we'll pick them up, and
Find your way back.
Yeah, it's our initiation.
yeah.
Oh
I'm sure
my
George
God.
would love that.
Yeah, he doesn't have to know. Unless he's listening right now. I hope he is. All right, Zach. Well, thanks
All right.
again. We really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
It's been a great episode. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.